Disclaimer. We are not professionals. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence and enjoy the video.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Veve Vision video. I am on vacation right now, so I haven't been uploading a ton, but starting Saturday, I'll be up to the daily uploads once again. Let's go. So I wanted to hop on here and talk about the Veve comics because we saw the Star Wars comics #1 a couple days ago go to 70 gems. This is a comic that is not valuable in the real world, really. It's like sitting at $1,100 for 9.6 or 9.8, $2,000 maybe. Nothing crazy, because some of these comics are going for $60,000. I think we're comparing the physical a little too much to the digital. So for example, Strange Tales #111. This is a comic that is valuable in the real world. I think it may be $8,000, $6,000. I don't know the exact price, but anything above $5,000 I would say is pretty valuable in the real world. But on the digital world, which is on Veve, we're seeing this comic at like 5 gems. Does this mean all our comics are going to zero? No, all the Veve comics aren't going to zero. This is not the point. I'm getting to the point right now. But definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about all this, because I'm no expert. These are just my thoughts right now. The Veve Twitter has 235,000 followers. And say they get another 100,000 followers, so they now have 335,000 followers on Twitter. How many of those users are gonna be physical comic collectors? I'm thinking maybe 5–10% of that 100,000 coming in, so that's 5,000 or 10,000 new physical comic collectors. But you got to think about that's also another 90 or 95,000 followers that aren't physical comic collectors. So what are the people that aren't comic collectors in the real world going to be buying? Because I personally am not a physical comic collector in the real world. And things like the Star Wars comics #1 stand out to me. So this is where it might get a little iffy for some people, because we see Fantastic Four #1, which I've always loved this comic. If you look up most valuable comics in the real world, you see Fantastic Four #1 in the top of the list. You also see Marvel Comics #1 in the top of the list as well. And Marvel Comics #1, even though it's crazy valuable in the physical world, I still think it has a bump up on top of that because it's the first Veve comic NFT. So I think that also adds to the value of that one. But back to the Fantastic Four #1, we see this at 60,000 editions, and this is the first appearance of the Fantastic Four. So that's very cool. Fantastic Four is obviously like cool superheroes, all that jazz, but then you compare it to something like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has half the amount of editions. Currently, I think if you asked 100 people on the streets, I think they would think that Doctor Strange is cooler than Fantastic Four just because the movie of Doctor Strange is coming out right now. And the fact that it has half the amount of editions and it's sitting at, I can't do the math right now. It's sitting at like 20 gems. Fantastic Four is sitting at like 60 gems. So the market cap is about 1/6 of the Fantastic Four #1. But the thing is, you still have to compare it to that real world value, because a lot of those physical comic collectors are gonna wanna buy the Fantastic Four #1 because it's so sought after in the real world. So they're gonna be like, oh, I can buy like 10 of these. This is such a good deal. So definitely have to keep that in mind too. I'm just trying to calculate all this stuff, because it is definitely hard to value these comics because we're comparing it to the real world and the digital. And the digital all pretty much has 30,000 editions. In the physical, we don't know how many editions were minted. Say one comic comes out and it has only 10,000 in the real world. And so by the time everything starts getting graded, I mean, there's probably like 100 of them, you know, like after the years go on and stuff. So definitely hard to keep that in mind, because we're comparing comics that don't have as many mints as the other ones to each other. So I don't know. These are just some quick thoughts about it. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm thinking about all this. I think Star Wars has to be in the top 5 on Veve. I don't even have any Star Wars comics right now, but I'm thinking Star Wars has to be top 5 because I personally feel more attached to it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. Those are just some thoughts. I just want to hop on, say how's it going to everybody, because I mean, I haven't been filming the past couple days. I'll be back on Saturday, so you already know. Definitely stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you think I'm stupid, drop a comment. This is Veve Vision, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Let's go! Homies, let's go! Let's go, homies! Let's go!